Welcome to Cadence Design Systems Pointwise Tutorial Tuesday, where we show you how to use a feature or demonstrate a technique in just a few minutes. In this video, we're going to look again at trim by surfaces, but this time using a second approach that takes advantage of the surface normals. If we jump in real quick and have a look at the Edit Trim by Surfaces panel, you remember I kind of passed over this advanced frame. There's a couple of sections here. The ones on the left, trim A with B and B with A. Generally, you're going to want these checked on all the time because usually you do want each set trimmed by the other. But you can toggle those independently if you wish to. On the right is what I'm referring to is the controls that have to do with the normals for the surfaces. And so you can tell Pointwise to keep the portions that are on the ends, what's considered the inside, and or keep the portions that are on what's considered the outside. And so these controls are going to work relative to the normals of the surfaces, and the normals point to the outside in terms of how Pointwise does its bookkeeping. So let's cancel out of this. And let's remember that we don't want to keep the portion of the elbow that's inside the stem, but we do want to keep the portion of the stem that's inside, technically or visually inside of the elbow. And so we want to set the normals to take that into account. So the Edit Orient command is down here. It's grayed out without any selection. So let's first select these elbow surfaces. Those are going to be a little bit less intuitive. Orient. I can see that these arrows are pointing both in and out, indicating the surfaces have different normal orientations from each other. And so if I click on each of them independently, I can see which is which in the display windows. So this one that's kind of in the back away from me has normals pointing out. The closer one, the one closer to me in the view, has normals pointing in. Since what we really want to get rid of when we finish this trimming operation is this little piece of the stem on the outside of the elbow, we want the inside of the elbow to be considered out or outward in this particular case, which sounds a little odd, but it's mainly just bookkeeping. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and set this surface as the master, and I'm going to change the other surface and align it to that one. And if I now select both of them, I can see now that they both have normals pointing to the inside, which is going to give me the result that I want when I do the trimming operation. Let's save that. Let's go ahead and select these two stem surfaces. Same operation, Edit Orient. Again, looks like I have one pointing in each direction. This one points to the inside. This one points to the, oops, I got both of them there. That one points to the outside of that surface for the stem. In this case, I don't want to keep this little piece of the elbow that's inside the stem, and so I do want the normals to point to the outward faces or outside of the stem. So I'm going to set this one to be the master this time. I'll select the other one and align it, and when I select both of them, I see now that they have both the same outwardly pointing normal. Click on OK to save those results. I'll leave those two surfaces selected. When I go back into Edit Trim by Surfaces, they're automatically placed into Group A. As I can see in the table, it's ready for me to select Group B, which will make our elbow surfaces. Down here in the advanced frame, I'll uncheck Keep Inside. I'll click on Imprint. And as soon as I do that, if I rotate the model around, I can see that in this rendering that we have a little bit more of a transparent rendering for the piece of the stem that's on the outside, and also the same for the pieces on the inside. It's a little subtle, but hopefully when we click on the OK command here to save the results without using Apply and Select, we're left with the pieces that we want. If you like this video, be sure to click the thumbs up button or subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, drop us a line below or connect with us via LinkedIn, which is linked in the description. Thank you all and have a pleasant Tuesday.